Hello, my fellow free thinkers. That's right, today I'm actually addressing all the free thinkers. Why? Talking about how Christians indoctrinate children into their religion at the preschool age. And the reason I've really kind of been stressing this and staying on this point is that we need to do something about this. Now, I don't know if the correct option is that we should try and find a charity that will set up secular daycares, or if we should try and get the government to push for like pre-kindergarten schooling. So it wouldn't be preschool, it would actually be like junior league schooling. Because this is ridiculous. A lot of us live in areas where if you have children and you want to send them to daycare and you're trying to save money, the church daycare is going to be affordable, and there's a lot more church daycares. And you might just think it's going to be a casual thing, but if in any way they're approaching your children like that book told them to, it's completely inappropriate. In the second chapter, they have the teacher practically being a psychiatrist to your children, and that's unacceptable. No one should allow that to happen to their children. We shouldn't send our children to indoctrination mills for things we don't even believe in. And yes, I know many of the people who send them there are light-hearted Christians. You know, even Christians should be a little bit offended by this, because is this really what you want your kids to believe? Wouldn't you be offended that your kids believe they could do anything and they would be okay? But maybe the Christians don't feel bad about that because they're adults and they're just miming back things. Just like what's in this book for the preschoolers. You can take the arguments, the statements that are in the preschool book, and apply them to the adult Christians here on YouTube and in any other form. I would really like to invite an open debate about ways that secular pre-kindergarten education could be introduced into whatever system you are. I don't think this is just an American issue. It might be, but I know at least definitely in America, we need to look at this. We say, what is important that we can do that would have effect on this world? Well, you can't have real effect on the adults. You can get a small amount of them. But if you stop a large group of children from even receiving that indoctrination at the most important time of their lives, we'll have less Christians. That's just the truth of the matter. If we can stop the fucking religious daycares from getting so many children that they then get to indoctrinate and move on into the religious sect, we'll be doing better. We will. We will actually be doing better as a society. And this is something that can be done. What are some points that would make people want to go? Well, some people would actually just be excited about the secular thing, right? Perhaps it could be a daycare, a pre-kindergarten schooling that provided education, right? I mean, the whole point and the reason that the Christians are doing this is it's the best time for children to learn, for an adult to learn in their lives, and they're teaching them crap about God. A much better school could teach them all kinds of wonderful things. Yeah, okay, they're not going to be fucking nuclear physicists in junior education, pre-kindergarten. But they could learn some numbers, they could learn some math, they could learn colors. These things are much better than Jesus. They could start off, they could be at like first or second grade level when they hit kindergarten. We could flip this around in America. How could we do this? How could we get a system of secular daycares in this country? Does anyone else care about secular daycares? Time out. As a side note, Toys for Tots refused thousands of talking Jesus dolls because it is not a religious organization and presents a secular front. So, people, if you're confused about what kind of charity you want to give to next Christmas and you get all those crappy flyers in that make you feel guilty with those starving children and blah blah blah, well, give some toys to Toys for Tots, man. They have some balls. Props, mad props for a charity that has some balls in this day and age. I want to stop on the preschool book, but after I finish a chapter, I look at the next chapter, and it's even crazier than the one I just read. And I think I can't not read the more crazier chapter, so I have to keep going. The next chapter is fucking crazy! I would have to say that if I had children, which I don't, would not want my children learning this moral set. I do not believe that it is a positive thing to teach children that telling an invisible person that they're sorry is enough to get rid of everything. Like all of the guilt, and they shouldn't feel bad anymore. I, and many other people I have talked to about this now, all agree that if somebody did something wrong, like if I hit your car, I should not get out of my car and pray to God. I should get out of my car and make things right by exchanging my insurance, not lying to my insurance company when I talk to them, and paying out what I have to pay to get your car fixed, because that is the correct thing to do. And I should say I'm sorry to you, and if you curse me out, I should know that you're still mad at me. And that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. In fact, I think it's a good thing, because whenever I fucked up in life, I felt horrible inside. Horrible! And I had to go make amendments to the person that I had fucked up to. And sometimes it took a while because I fucked up pretty bad. And some people, there was no going back, and I knew that I had crossed a line and it was not correct. And if I had felt that I could just give it all away and not have to worry about it and not carry it around and fix it, I would be a crappier person than I am today. And that's the bottom fucking line. If that's the underlying value of Christianity, it's a shitty one, you people.